We're in your corner tonight digging for new information about the Falls Retail Development Project in Bristol, Virginia.
A project that took much longer to get off the ground due to some opposition. A delay some fear could be fatal for the taxpayer-funded project. But new at 6, Nate Morabito found out city leaders received some encouraging news this week.
That's what we're told. Leaders borrowed more than $45 million to get this retail development off the ground. Right now, it's home to only a handful of businesses, mainly Cabela's and Lowe's. Those are the biggest ones. Councilman Guy Odom tells me just yesterday the city found out the largest stores, both Lowe's and Cabela's, are doing better than expected when it comes to sales. In just the last month, the Falls project has gained some businesses, but lost 2 of its anchor stores. And the city of Bristol is still waiting on its home run for phase 2 of the retail development.
That's a lot of risk.
It's no secret Mayor Archie Hubbard doesn't like the fact that if the Falls project falls through, taxpayers will have to foot the $45 million bill.
That's why I was against doing it.
He also doesn't love the odds.
If the economy doesn't hold up, then we got a 50-50 chance of failure.
But at this point, he says he has to put his disdain for the project aside and get behind it.
It's stupid to me to downgrade something you can do nothing about, so let's try to make it work.
Unfortunately, I think Bristol is laboring under some fantasy right now.
In an email to City Council candidate Doug Fleener earlier this month, the mayor told him to be positive.
I've been told to keep quiet. I've always been told to keep quiet. Well, that's the problem.
Fleener says Bristol needs to seriously consider another option. He feels certain either the courts or the Commonwealth are going to have to eventually bail out Bristol.
I'm sorry, there is no way that we're ever going to come out of this debt.
The outlook right now is looking very good, very good.
Fellow candidate, incumbent Guy Odom, says based on the fact that the project continues to grab some interest and that the existing businesses are doing well financially, he's not overly concerned.
I'm optimistic to say that we're not going to need a plan B. We're going to go full forward with this. We can't fail at the Falls. It cannot fail.
But realistically, even Odom admits something has to give over the next 12 months.
If we see somebody signed to a contract within the next year, we'll be good.
So what will it be? The mayor says he's staying positive.
It does no good to talk down on it or say it's never going to work, we're doomed. All that's going to do is help guarantee that.
Nate, I know you're looking at the numbers and doing the math. The city took out a $45 million loan on this project.
Yes, it took $45 million, divided by roughly 17,000 people who live in Bristol. You're looking at about $2,500 per Bristol resident on this project. But if the project is successful, the hope is property, sales tax revenues will cover most of that money. These are from these Falls businesses there, their property tax and sales tax revenues. But as we told you at 5, a tax increase is now likely because of this project. The mayor expects taxpayers will see a roughly 4-cent increase this year to cover interest on that project. Guy Odom says he's not on board with that.
All right, Nate Morabito with the follow-up. Thanks so much, Nate. Now, one of the Falls anchor stores, as Nate mentioned, and it's an important one, soon could have a new owner. Reuters News Service today reports Bass Pro Shops has partnered with Goldman Sachs Group to make an offer for Cabela's. The report adds that Bass Pro and Goldman face competition for buyout firms, and the sale process is still in the early stages. In December, Cabela's said the company was looking at its strategic options, and that included a possible sale.